we go. Hello everyone, my name is Rituro, but you can just call me Mr. Unemployable. Our featured match today is the halfway point of the 2025-2026 Zweite Bundesliga season against 1860 Munich and our Aminia Bielefeld. We're in 9th place. That is not at all where I expected us to be. But look at that, 24 points from 16 matches, 29 goals scored, puts us up among the leaders, plus 6 goal differential. Puts us, let's see here, we're sitting on 16, 24 points, a full 6 points clear of relegation. So we're not out of the woods by any stretch of the imagination, but the fact that we're within a win of challenging FC Kaiserslautern, Rituro Fürth, and FSV Mainz 05 for a playoff spot is unreal. And certainly that puts us in a great position to not only survive the season, but to finish in that mid-table position that the board wants. So I'm feeling pretty good about this. I'm feeling pretty happy about our chances of getting that good position. I'm also feeling pretty happy because of this position, because of this wonderful position we are in, ladies and gentlemen, I have signed a brand new contract. That's right. I am now on $8,500 a week until 2027. I've added myself a few little positive little pills here. If we get promoted, 100 grand. If we reach the final of the DFB-Pokal, 50 grand. A little bit of a bump if I get promoted. And of course, the money where my mouth is, I will cut my salary in half should this squad get relegated. And I mentioned the DFB-Pokal because, we're doing quite good there too. So, looking at the schedule, it should not surprise you that if we are in 9th place, it's because we've been doing fantastically. Lost early on, okay, as expected. Spanked Quickborn 6-0 in the first round, then beat TSG Hoffenheim. The 5-3-2 has been sensational for us. We debuted in this 1-1 draw against Rituro Fürth, did alright, but then to get a 3-2 win at home against TSG Hoffenheim, who are doing quite well in the Bundesliga right now, that is nothing short of a miracle, and we drew Mannheim in the 3rd round, which is a fantastic draw for us. Though Mannheim are on a bit of a streak right now, so we're on a massive good run of form here. Like, that's a fantastic wild winning streak. Mannheim are on one as well, so it's not as easy as it could be. 2 teams in form. Hopefully, they will be just as beat up as we are, since we played them in 3 or 2 days after this 1860 Munich match. So we will see how we do against Mannheim in the Cup. We've already surpassed expectations with that win, so getting a little bit of prize money would be fantastic. I mean, the prize money you get from the quarterfinals onwards is pretty darn good, so I'd love to get that to help buff the coffers up. Now, I should point out, and those of you who are attentive may have noticed, there is no Canadian flag in the top left-hand corner. Yes, well, I have been succeeding quite well with Aminia Bielefeld, not so well with Canada. As I'm sure you all saw in a previous episode, when we did not have the best of times at all, being absolutely spanked, embarrassed out of Group A with 1 point. That was all the reason the Canadian Soccer Association needed to fire me, and I honestly can't blame them at all. So I'm gone. Frank Yallop has actually come back in, so a bit of a blast from the past there. Looking at the finals, though, it ended up being El Salvador over Jamaica for 3rd place, and Mexico over Costa Rica 3-2. Mexico winning yet another Gold Cup. But you expect from Mexico, considering it was a USA B team because they were busy with the Confederations Cup. Not a shocker that they didn't make it to the semifinals. But yeah, it's been unfortunate that I'm no longer in charge of Canada, but it means I can focus on getting Aminia Bielefeld where they need to be, and I have had to have my focus quite heavily on this squad for one very specific reason. Now, if you look at the squad that we have here and how well this is doing, look at all the 7.0s. 7, 7, 716, 78, 748, 763. Nicholas Motz, 14 goals, 10 assists, and 18 appearances. Absolutely lights out performance. That's why we managed to find a replacement for Mehmetovic, who I had said earlier we could not work without. Turns out we could. And his name is Gianmarco Bianchi. 24-year-old Italian, brought him in 13 appearances, 5 goals, 7 assists, 7.48. He is just phenomenal. We've managed to rebuild the strike core and then some. which tells you that this is a squad that can do a lot. Just score one more than them and watch the good times roll. I mean, up and down this roster, so many good performances. The one thing we have to watch out here is Martin Polak. Now, he may not look like much, 3.5, but he has 7.3 average with a goal and 3 sub appearances. If we go to our transfer history here, you can see we brought him in for $4 million. We drained the transfer budget to bring him in because we needed somebody to just absolutely lights out, be that third striker, so that no matter what happens, we're good to go. So, we sold off Malios for $80,000, fine. Sold off Aminia for $3.7 million. M-Pen got sold, so that was the other reason we had to bring in Polak. But again, we were only, after all of a sudden, only spent $200,000, nearly breaking even on the transfer market. And Polak came into us 4.5 rating. He's playing with the Estonian national team. He's an absolute stud. And the moment I sign him, he goes on Estonian duty and tears a calf muscle. So he's got some recovery left to do. But 16 finishing as a poacher, 16 acceleration, 14 composure, 14 dribble. I mean, this kid is going to be amazing for us. 3 strikers at 24 years old. He's going to be fantastic off the bench, and he's already proven that. We just need him to get healthy, and I will be absolutely destroying teams. Very, very excited. I did also bring in Miroslav Friml as a free. He's a Czech kid. He's on the U18s now, or the U19s, I should say. So at least have our future prospects being stocked, making sure we keep that side of the business up and running. And speaking of keeping things up and running here with regards to development, we do have a brand new training facility on the way. I figured, well, we've got money, we're doing well. Why not build a new training facility? It won't be completed until October of 2026, which means we'll never get to see it, because when this season is over, it's off to FM15 for us, and we will say goodbye to Mr. Unemployable. But at least it's nice to think that, that Aminia Bielefeld will be set for years to come, thanks to my, for once, inspired leadership. One final note before we get to today's featured match. The World Cup qualifying has been set. The teams that will be joining the World Cup competition have been chosen. The draw will happen in December. So let's go to the World Cup and see who has qualified. The US, of course, the host nation, they're in. From South America, Argentina, Uruguay, Brazil, Chile, and Peru. From North America, El Salvador, Mexico, Guatemala, and the US. Interesting. El Salvador and Guatemala from CONCACAF. No Jamaica, no Honduras, no Costa Rica. Very interesting. From Europe, Portugal, Spain, Italy, England, Belgium, Serbia, Russia, Ukraine, France, Germany, Austria, the Czech Republic, and the Netherlands. Interesting to see Austria there. But generally speaking, it's about what you expect. Serbia there. They're usually in with a shout, so they managed to do it. In Asia, here's where things get funny. Australia, of course, but North Korea, Iran, Saudi Arabia, Japan. No South Korea. That's a shocker not to see South Korea in there. And from Africa, Cameroon, Ghana, South Africa, Tunisia, and Cote d'Ivoire. There you have it. Those are your qualifiers for the 2026 World Cup in the US. Italy will defend their title. We'll see what happens. All right, let's get into today's match here. You've seen all the updates. Let's take on 1860 Munich. Oh boy. A tough match, a tough opponent. I think this calls for a shift in rationale. I think this calls for the 5-3-2. Alright, let's get this set up here. So, of course, we're going to have Gajdek in goal. That's not going to be a problem. On the center right, we'll put Yildirim, we'll put Copolaro there, and we'll have DeWitt. Oh, DeWitt's still coming off of his injury. We'll put Fischer there instead. On the right wing-back will be Gietz. On the left wing-back will be Zanini. Hubner, as you can see, is currently listed as retired. He will be retiring at the end of this season, which is fantastic. Get his salary off the books. And the deep lying playmaker role will be Ozcan. Box-to-box will be Martin. Centrally, we will put one of either Ristel or Fochai. I think we'll go with Fochai because Ristel has been underwhelming this season. Target man, Bianchi. Motz up front. I'll put Hubner on the bench. We will put Schulz on the bench. We'll put DeWitt there and just hope we don't have to use him. Ristel, where did you go, buddy? Ristel on the bench. Jansen's injured. Coulter, who wants out, he can go on the bench. And Polak up front. All right. That's going to be our side in the 5-3-2. Let's get it done. Teams warming up. Alright. He's just being rested. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. I mean, it is true that we have the DFB-Pokal coming up next, and putting my wingers and Hubner in full fitness is going to be vital. Alright, let's just keep an eye on them. 1860 Munich are not to be taken lightly. And let's see if we can keep this run going. Oh, come on. Come on, guys. It's real easy. I want you to win matches. How is that confusing? We're on a fantastic run. How is that confusing? Ugh. Doesn't matter. 1860 Munich in their teal and white. Aminia Bielefeld in their all-white strip. Aminia Bielefeld, the away team for this match. We'll see if the 5-3-2 can disturb the plans of 1860 Munich. They were probably expecting my traditional flat 4-4-2. Instead, we come at them with the 5-3-2, the counter-attacking formation. 3 at the back, 5 if you include the wingbacks. Transitional 3 or 5 midfield, and then 2 excellent strikers up front. Zanini does well to get there, and there's the long ball. Finds Motz, brings it down, gets past his man. He's brought down, no call. Could have been a case for a tactical yellow there. Ludwig, blocked. Oskan goes long, finds Motz again. Nothing comes of it. Oskan, long free kick, can't find Futchai. And Reichel comes the other way. Wengert. Weiser. What? How is that a penalty? Well, no one seems to be complaining about it, so it must have been cut and dry. Still looked pretty bunk to me. Wood. And it's already 1-0 1860 Munich. An early penalty does not help us. Also kind of looks like he's taking a knock as well. Also not good. Ugh. You always hope that you can, play the counterattack, keep the other team honest, but if you're just going to give away penalties, I mean, that's that, right? Not good. So much for that. Kupolaro with the restart. Futchai. Oskan. Mountain. Bianchi. Geese. There's Motz! Off the keeper and out. Trap with a good save there. Motz has been shooting more and more with power these days, which is good. Corner heads over the bar. And that is that. So it's good to see we aren't, completely folding. Gaida with a nice save there. So Fischer was being listed as culpable on that penalty. Continuing to 6-3. Perhaps I should have dressed DeWitt or Hubner. Meanwhile, it's corner after corner of 1860 Munich, as everyone seems to be unable to head the ball forward. Can we try heading the ball forward, please? Thank you, Oskan. And Futchai will chase. He won't get there, though. Ludwig will get it back. Hood. Ludwig. Wengert. Crosses, but Zanini is there, and it's another corner. Corner after corner after corner. Can we please try it without the endless stream of corners? Oh, throw in. There's a welcome break in the action. 6 corners. I want to say that number is artificially inflated because apparently we don't know how to head the ball. But, I mean, corners are corners, so there you go. Motz. Futchai. Bianchi! Can't get a clean strike on it. Bianchi and Motz have proven that they can strike at any point, and do so with quite a deadly precision. Mountain has had a good season from his holding midfielder role. More so than Riestel, who's been disappointing. More long balls forward? Yes, I agree. Yes, please. Early crosses, huh? Oskan does well to win that ball back. Ludwig. Slimonov. Off the bar! Cleared by Fischer. Alert defending that time from Fischer. Capolaro having an off game. Yildirim not doing so well on the right either. Slimonov. Over. Yeah, the defense is not exactly doing its job here, which is worrying. There we go. They bought that pep talk and then some. All right. Motz off the restart, quickly upfield. Back to Zanini. Brought down, no call. Nope, that is going to be a call. And there's a chance here. Oskan. Fischer. Oh, just wide. Looking to float it to that far corner and atone for his earlier mistake. No such luck. Gajdak will grab that easy chance. Merton. Motz. Fochai. Bianchi. Motz. That'll be a corner. You can see in Motz and Bianchi, they've got a good understanding. And they seem to have no problem getting into position. Corner goes nowhere. Bianchi crosses another one in. Motz. His pass goes nowhere. And Ogentire is the first to the ball, and this is a good-looking counter for 1860 Munich if they can do something with it. Good job by Gietz to stop Ludwig. Zanini. Motz. Zanini. Fischer. Motz. You can see what he's trying to do there, but nobody made the run to head the ball in. Bit of a miscommunication there. Ludwig. Being marked here. He will get the cross, but it's deflected. Oskan takes his time. Inside to Merton. Motz. Can't get onto that. Katzenmeier goes the other way. Reichel. That's going nowhere. Ooh. Well, at least I didn't have the worst shot of the day, so there's that. Oskan does nothing with that free kick of value. Has to go back to Zanini. Gajdak. Gietz. Oskan. Motz brought down. And back the other way come 1860 Munich. Wood. Suleimanov. Gietz doing well. Gietz is really taking a shine to this wingback role. I'm always worried about converting players, but Gietz is really taking a shine to wingback, which is good. He becomes so much more versatile. Fochai. Bianchi. Gietz. Bianchi. Mountain. Motz with power and zero accuracy. Hugo Pedro replaces Reichel. Oh, they've gone to a 4-3-3. Wow, okay. That's interesting. All right, I'm not liking how this is going, though. Let's bring on Hübner. Bring on that veteran presence. See if we can see this game out. Motz is not having a game. Let's bring on Polak. Our brand new-ish poacher. I mean, the fact that he's now healthy and can play. I mean, this will only be his 4th appearance for the club. So that he's able to play. Something short of wonderful. Hopefully his speed and lethality will come into play. Ludwig steps past Copolaro and it sneaks past Gajdak. It looked like it was through Gajdak. Not at all what I would have expected. So Ludwig skips past his man. Wood. Yeah, Gajdak. Oh, Gajdak really should have had that one. Not good at all. Zanini. Back the other way, can make this to Munich again. Have they decided to crack open the 5-3-2? Had a good debut, did this formation, but not so much now. Ogenthayer. Ludwig blocked. Oskan clears. Yeah, you think? Alright, let's, well, we might as well just go for it now, right? Okay, so, backline stays as is. Martin stays there. Copolaro can stay, and Yildirim can come off. Geets will go to the right. Actually, Fochai, I think, is the one that has to come off. Copolaro's not been good. Oh, generally speaking, up and down this roster, not the best day at the office really for anybody. No one really covered themselves in glory out of this. Let's bring on whom? I know what I could do, actually. I could move. No, I think I kind of erred by not having a pure out-and-out winger here. Yeah, Fochai has to come off. That much is a given. So let's bring on Schultz for Zanini. Zanini can move up for Fochai. No, wait. Other way around. Schultz for Fochai. And then Schultz for Zanini. Not ideal. What it'll have to do. Gianmarco Bianchi, Mountain. It'll have to do. Desperate times, desperate measures, and all that. Honestly, didn't think I'd be switching away from the 5-3-2, which is why I didn't pack any wingers with me. You gotta make the changes, but this looks like a good change. Bianchi's clear and onside. Not accurate, though. Maybe not so much with the shooting on sight. Maybe we get the ball, you know, run a little bit more. Zanini crosses. Bianchi's header off the bar and in! Whoa, it's not over yet. It's not over yet. Great job by Bianchi. You can see he can indeed get a strike if he needs to. Look at that. Bar down, in. Doesn't get any more perfect than that. Now, can we find an equalizer? What a recovery that would be. Zanini gets credited with the assist, I believe, on that. Yes, he does. Copolaro looks long. Suleimanov. Nope, that's going to be a 2-1 loss. 1860 Munich. Not ideal, but again, I don't think that penalty was necessary, and it would have been 1-1 at the end. Really bad day at the office for the defense, though. Fischer, Yildirim, Copolaro. Not good at all. We will need to have words regarding that. Still, we remain in 9th place. Munich remains in 2nd, and it's still anybody's season. We have still stayed clear of relegation. And I dare say we shall next time on Mr. Unemployable. It will be the final match of the 2025-2026 Zweite Bundesliga, and indeed it will be the final match of Mr. Unemployable, perhaps, as we will face off again against 1860 Munich in the final regular season match. We'll see if we can get some revenge from this 2-1 loss. Tactical blunder. Pfft, whatever. Anyway, my name is Rituro. Thank you for watching, everybody. If you like what you've seen, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, favorite, tell all your friends about these videos on YouTube. There have been some comments left. I asked previously, what kind of series do you want to see me do in FM 2016? We did get a comment on that, wanting me to play for a Champions League team and then MLS, says JStars101. Thank you for the suggestion. We will definitely be doing MLS. As long as I continue to stream and make videos, we will always do an MLS save. Champions League is interesting. Because technically an MLS team can be a Champions League team, but I don't think that's what you mean, JStars. You want a different Champions League than the North American one. We'll see what we can do. Don't forget, if you have any suggestions, you can always bring them to me live here in Twitch chat, twitch.tv/Rituro, where we're accepting donations now for Donators United, the custom team we'll be creating, featuring all of the Twitch chatters who donate a minimum of $5. If you want to get in on that, please click the broken joystick link at twitch.tv/Rituro. And until then, my name is Rituro. Just call me Mr. Unemployable. Thanks for watching, everybody, and we will see you next time.